This video was made by Casvan the Pole in association with the Barracuda brothers and many more talented people. Please sure to give a like on the original video, link down below. And now, click. Cass will never get a break from the intros, will he? Poor Charlie. And everyone oh, Alex. It's been a while since I saw a reference to the Madagascar Ultimate Recap cartoon. Nice reference. That little glimpse before the extra swap scenes, you guys saw it, Willy Wonka's like shadow with the white eyes. And that's a Teletubbies reference. God damn, Christopher Lee. I think that the lab scene was my least favorite part of the movie. Ooh. Nice balloon. Oh. That's a lawsuit for sure. Do it again, boys. And I think that that's my favorite music of the movie. Ooh. You know, the Barracuda brothers, they have such good taste in movies. Once again, goddamn Christopher Lee. Oh, the lever, Kronk. I was half expecting him to do the primitive SpongeBob look. Rocket League, Backrooms. Smash? Yeah, I was right. Ow. Nice one, Charlie. So far, awesome man, but is one of those saltines that are gonna actually fall on top of the house? I I knew it. If you're not willing to pay minimal wage to the Oompa Loompas, that was bound to happen, Willie. That's what you get for just paying them in chocolate and chocolate seeds. I think that looking back, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was one of my favorite movies growing up. It was one of those movies that would always pass, I think, especially on HBO Max, and even more during Easter and during Christmas. But yeah, just great times. And now I will ask you guys once again to give a like to the original video, link down below, and let's go hunt for some Easter eggs while we comment on everything. As soon as I saw like the first thumbnail for this, that I saw the thumbnail for the video itself, I recognized immediately the Barracuda Brothers style of animating and just of the drawn art style that they go for. I don't know why, but I think it's something to do with the lip. It's just I don't know. It's just something that I can easily identify that it's from them. I watched both the Chamber of Secrets and the Philosopher's Stone Ultimate Recap cartoon. So it's maybe that. I think that those were also the latest videos that I reacted to Casvan and the Poles before this one. So I already had their style fresh in my mind. But yeah, like a great choice for them being Oompa Loompas. And not only that, they are just showcased as being the OG Oompa Loompas from the first Charlie and the Chocolate Factory Ultimate cartoon, as well as cats, and I just noticed that. Nice. I think that if I remember correctly, there was some drama when this movie was being produced, because the actor that played the OG, Willy Wonka, he said that he could never imagine another movie being made about the Chocolate Factory. And they just released the news that they would start production of a new one as soon as he died, maybe to avoid bad press or to just have the actor speak against the idea of making a sequel or making a new movie. Which, in a way, I can understand the both sides, the corporative way of doing things, and also the criticism, because big companies will be big companies, but damn, just waiting for an actor to die so you can announce the sequel, is a very sad thing to do, in my opinion. And as I said, I don't think that Cat will ever get a arrest. Every single intro that he has that I remember, he's just getting screwed over again and again. And just seeing him like kind of unconsciously just going into the chocolate just gives me so many bad triggers. Come on, Kaz, if you're alive, just send me a hi, okay? Just make sure that to tell everyone that you're okay after this stunt, okay? Kids, don't try this at home. And one thing that I kind of miss from the recap when I see like these backgrounds, by the way, great adaptation of the visuals, but I just feel bad that we didn't get a narrator in the background. I think that the Oompa Loompa narrating the whole thing, which was also represented at the end, was just such a great mark for this movie, because the original one didn't have a narrator. This one with Johnny Depp had one, and I think it just set the tone perfectly for a Tim Burton movie. I don't remember the name of the actors. I will have a terrible time to do so. But the way that they are just represented here, especially this actress right here that also plays Bellatrix Lestrange from the Harry Potter franchise, she's just so spot on, And they just managed to give her such lovely housewife vibe. Charlie and his family were never people that had much, but they always had each other, and that's just the beautiful part about this movie. It's a movie that showcases family and the importance of it. The importance of knowing how to forgive, how to be there for those that need you. And by the end, they ended up helping Willie to fix his relationship with his father. And they're just taking the time to say, rip Christopher Lee, he was the guy who played Willie's dad. And they're just looking at the scene right now, I cannot see that many more references. I see this, I think it's a cabbage, right? Cabbage. And this is just a major joke in the movie, because all they have to eat basically is a cabbage stews or soup that they can manage to buy, because Charles' dad is is a toothpaste factory employee. And another small reference here is that he just goes ahead and he steals things from the factory sometimes, little toothpaste tubes, so Charlie can build his mimic or his mock. Is a mock or is a little building of the chocolate. Is a little. Oh, I really don't know the name, but if you guys know, please tell me like the name of these little modular buildings. But yeah, it's just a very wholesome little Easter egg there. But it turns very bad because yeah, the house is not a good one right now. Is just falling apart. And I remember that from the movie, even the hole itself, even the ceiling itself on Charlie's room, because he lived on a makeshift second floor, it had a hole into the rooftop. One that he even managed to look outside the window while he was going to sleep. And yeah, that raises the question: where does even Charlie's parents go to sleep in? Because the big bed in the middle just goes for all the four grandpas. But where do the parents sleep? I never asked that. I never realized that. Wow. And here we go with I think it was Grandpa Joe just telling the story about how he worked for Willy Wonka when he was much younger. And I think it was a good choice to just adapt this story and not about the prince story. I think it was a good choice to skip it. Of course, we got the story about the chocolate bird. And may I say that this Willy Wonka, but the story behind the candy, just looks way more to the movie Willy Wonka than the one we get without the candy distortion effect. Dear people of the world, and here it says that there will be the competition to find the golden tickets into the chocolate bars. And of course, everyone gets mesmerized, and even Charlie thinks, yeah, I can do it. But this guy goes, no, you will not. And I'm surprised to see that on this episode of the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory recap cartoon, we got way less aggression, we got way less smackdowns than I expected. Because for what I've seen into the Chamber of Secrets and the Philosopher's Stones, the Bear Crew, the bros, they really like to just showcase humor throughout these laps and throughout these injuries. And it's just interesting to see that with Harry and Ron, they would get hurt all the time, but with Charlie, I think it was just this one that he actually got physically injured. So this is a surprise. Even more with the other characters just being, I would say, way more PG in their injuries, at least most of them. So that is interesting to see in a comparison to their previous work with Cass. Everyone's back here. We see that Augustus, we see that I think it's Veronica her name. We see Alex the Lion. We see, oh, I don't remember her name. And Mike TV, they are all like already selected because they won or they found the tickets. And I don't remember who's this guy, like the name of him, but I think that I think that all of the grandpas in this movie, these two, they're just showcase how perfect they are. One being such a lovely guy that supports you in everything, and the other one that has a rough exterior, but he means right in the end. Because if you guys remember the movie, everyone with the exception of this grandpa, they were all supportive, saying that Charlie would win. That we should just already be happy because he was of course to win. That this game was already won by him. And oh, I just noticed we got a Bowser Peaches song. But everyone says that he's already a winner. And when Charlie doesn't win at the first time, everyone just gets so sad. And I think that they also kind of feel remorse for just rising his expectations so high when he didn't win. All but one did that. This grandpa right here. He was all the time saying that there was a lot of chocolate and that the chances were minimal. He was, of course, trying to keep Charlie's on their reality, to not rise their hopes for a minimal chance of having a life change just because of a chocolate bar. But, and we'll get to talk about this soon enough again. But when Charlie finally managed to get the ticket, when he got and he said that he was going to sell it so they could have a better life, I believe that this was the only one amongst all of them who dared to challenge him on this and say that there's only 5 tickets on this world, and you got one. No money can buy that. He was there for Charlie when he needed, and when he saw that there was a great chance for Charlie to just do something, even though it would in a way just prevent everyone from having a better chance, to live better for a little bit. He was the only one that said, no, you should go. Do not sell this to anyone. This is something that you should do. And I think that is a beautiful thing in the movie because it shows that everyone is human. Even those that are not great people in the exterior, apparently, they can have good people in their insides. The same goes for Willie's father, so I think that this is a great parallel between the families. Let's continue. And of course, he doesn't like the Bowser music. Willy Wonka's bars sold here, and of course, Charles find money. I always had such a great luck to find money. And yeah, I have to agree that if I was Charlie, I would just get it and buy something like a chocolate. There was a few times I found a few quarters into the ground and I just went ahead to buy a piece of gum into a machine. And yeah, these two are just so spot on. I could recognize them so easily if they asked me from what characters from the Chocolate Factory they would have been if someone asked me. But this guy, I think that he was a little bit more of a creative liberty choice. But yeah, just great representations of the characters. And of course, let me just raise the volume again for this. I have a surgeon! Which is a reference to the fact that this kid actor, Charlie, was the same actor who grew to be the Good Doctor actor. And a few months back, this meme was everywhere. I am a doctor. I am a surgeon. Great meme. And I even wonder if one day Cass and his crew are gonna make the Chronicles of Spider-Rick recap cartoon. Because it would be very interesting. It was another movie that I really enjoyed while growing up, but it's sad to see that it didn't get the movie's response to just have a sequel. It just wasn't that popular. Too bad. And I don't see any more Easter eggs or references in the background. Just get the... Oh, look, they even complete like the Easter egg of the TV being tossed away by not presenting the TV and by having a little wood board onto the window. Nice continuation. Grandpa Joe's just leaving the bed to do his little dance, a very iconic movie scene. And even a reference to the first Willy Wonka movie because I think it was Grandpa Joe. As soon as he saw the ticket, he actually got up and gave a little song into the first movie. But on the second one, this one, he just got up and did a little dance. And my back. We got everyone over here. And everyone just so spot on, really. All of the parents, the guardians, and the kids, they just look so much alike to their counterparts in the movies. Really, look at this. This is a great cartoonization. I can say that. And I think that to this day, I even remember a little bit of the music that Willy Wonka plays into this little, I would say, doll show, which is a little bit concerned because my memory just works for so many specific things, but never things that I truly need. And it even goes with the jazz hands. Let me see if I can pause. Jesus Christ, look at this. This is actually so creepy to see. Look at this. This was one of the images that I saw, but I was trying to pause into this one. Really. I don't know why, but it just seems like the little crosses of lights on this seems like if Finland had the demon, this would be the demon. Yeah, amazing. Really, as a kid, both in seeing the original movie and this one, I think that those very much helped me just becoming addicted to chocolate, because who would not want to just go to somewhere that everything was sweet and just delicious to taste and to eat. Look at this. I cannot even truly blame Augustus for trying to drink directly from the river, because I'm so addicted to chocolate that I could see myself doing that if I had the chance. And he's already in the river. And It's too bad we didn't get a song, but it's a cool reference that the Bear Crew does actually placed the Oompa Loompas doing a little dance and just pretending to do a little song every time that one of the kids almost got killed. Because let's be honest, those kids would have died if not by movie logic or Willy Wonka logic. And this one, it's a reference to the Teletubbies. I don't remember the name of this character, but I remember that he was a cleaner around the Teletubbies household. Especially, I remember him into one of the, I think, Toast episode where the Toast machine just explodes and there's toast everywhere. So this guy comes to the rescue of the Teletubbies to clean everything. And yeah, he finished the job. It can be a Willy Wonka tour factory without at least one kid almost dying. The boat scene. And really, people that truly saw this movie, they can just see the love that came into this animation. Because we know exactly what is happening in the scene, we know exactly what is being asked. For example, Charles just saying, yo, why do you like candy? Did you used to eat a lot of candy while growing up? And just this showcase of Willy just getting PTSD from his childhood. Just the way that even like his top hat just starts to distort and melt a little bit. Hey, look at this! I got another reference. Look, there's a Palantir that is a reference to the J.R.R. Tolkien's work, which is a reference to the Lord of the Rings movies, because Christopher Lee, he was actually damn it, I'm a big fan, but how could I forget the name? He was Saruman the White, and he had one of those, and he used those Palantirs or those spheres to keep in touch with Sauron. Damn, great reference. And there's even the staff. How blind can I see? How I did not notice this before? I guess that after he just abandoned his son, after Willy left, he just went to Middle Earth for a few seasons just to be able to rest a little bit. And after things didn't work out over there, he just came back. Amazing. How I did not notice that before. I'm so glad that sometimes I just come back to these videos, especially Castle in the Pools and for example, Teen Neighborhood and many others. But I'm just so glad that sometimes I manage to just have the time to go back, analyze everything, and just find these Easter eggs, really. Damn, even like the ejection of the gun, they got it right with the shape and everything. I think that I would have been good friends with the Barracuda brothers. Or at least the people that wrote the script for this to be animated, because damn, your childhood was so similar to mine with the things that I remember seeing in movies. Great taste. Just showing everyone, and of course the girl just goes ahead and it becomes purple. And wait, this right here. I don't remember this being from the movie, so I do not know if this is a reference to something, but I feel like I've seen at least one character doing like this. I don't know. If this is a reference to a movie that I'm not getting, please let me know. If this is a reference to another Johnny Depp role, please let me know. And of course, balloon time. Yeah, I think that if I had... as I said, this is a lawsuit for sure. And did you guys notice that the girl actually got happier when the other girl actually got a bad result or a bad ending? Look at this. She actually turns to look at her and gives a smile. This girl is just a pure corporate evil. But if I have to rank all of my, I would say, favorite results of all the kids into the movie with that had the bad ending, I think that I would be... Mike TV was just the funniest one for me to watch. I think that either Mike TV or the Squirrel Girl were my favorites, followed by Augustus Gloop, and lastly by this lab scene. I didn't care much for the lab scene. We got a little reference to the squirrel being the employees of the month. I cannot sing. Oh, best employee. Okay. I cannot read this. It's too small for me. And he's counting the kids. At least he noticed that one of them were missing. And another thing about the Yourself the Bear crew, that I noticed that they give a big teeth in the middle. I just noticed that. I noticed that this thing about the art style. Or maybe it's just because we may have a lot of British actors here. And gone. I also was really expecting the guy to just be completely consumed by the squirrels. A reference to Monsters Inc., which is nice. And let's be honest, who know watching this, everyone wanted an elevator like this that could just take you everywhere, or to have just a big house like this. And could this be a reference that maybe one day would get a complete Monsters Inc. recap cartoon? That'd be cool. He went to the Monster Inc. universe. He went to Mordor, and another reference to Lord of the Rings. Nice. It'd be interesting that we could have actually seen Willie's dead building somewhere around here. It would be actually amazed to see that, just the continuation from the joke that he had Saruman's staff and the Palantir into his office. It would be amazing to see like his little building over here, just to jokingly say that he actually came here while he was away. We got also Star Wars, nothing too great of a reference that I see. I apologize, something came over onto the telephone, so now we can continue. And here. Oh yeah, and I just noticed this. This is all maybe just a reference to them going to the different rooms, of course. But seeing that the scene where Mike TV actually speaks badly about Candy is kind of into a war Candy zone where they're just picking using Candy as artillery, represented that by Star Wars onto a space battle. Genius depiction, genius. So the Candy is just stupid, and another Vietnam flashback for Willie. When Christopher Lee just sent him, just abandoned him. But imagine being so pity that you don't even just move, you just take the whole building with you. We got the Oompa Loompas, we got the gigantic chocolate Wonka bar. And there it goes. And when he did this little reaction over here about being like amazed, mesmerized, I really expect him to do the little, oh, you know, the little primitive SpongeBob reaction, because this was seen being done by Ron into the Philosopher's Stone Ultimate Recap cartoon, and I thought that this could have also been a follow-up joke. I don't know, but I really expect it to be. I thought that it would have been perfect. Damn. Okay, this is the second time that Charlie actually gets slapped like that into this. Okay, and there he goes. This little just a douchey smile just being a reference to the fact that when he was actually going into the teleportation device, Mike TV was also giving some little dances. He was just feeling so cocky, and then there he goes. Backrooms. Rocket League, and Smash. And another great just a way to show all of this. I do not know the name of this character, but this one's Link. It's just, oh, it's a King DDD. But it's just to show that not only they followed up with the addictions of Mike TV just being a gamer or addicted to TV, they actually took him through a few games that are very popular nowadays to our generation. Rocket League, Smash, the Backrooms, which just generated a very major ton of games in the past years. Once again, great adaptation, great visual, and the joke adaptations. Nice. I need to see at the end who's responsible for writing the script, if there is anyone doing that. Because this is just amazing attention to detail, just like this one still being broken. And yeah, arrive. Poor Grandpa Joe. No parents. And of course, cannot be a Barracuda episode without a big middle finger. And I think that this is where the episode takes a turn, because this is just the first time that I've actually imagined Charlie from the Chocolate Factory actually slapping someone. But it just puts Will into his place to say that he needs to fix his relationships before he can just expect to make relationships with other people. And this is just a great call out. He's like asking, what is the big deal? You love your father? He probably loves you. Why don't you just fix that? And they agree to help each other. I don't see any more reference here. Let's see. Surgery. Maybe. Yeah, I don't see anything too big to call it a true reference. Just this whole place is very well adapted, in my opinion. And they recognize him as Willy, and they just forgive each other. And in the level pass with the little Mario reference, do not know which one. To be exact, I'm not a big Mario player. But if you guys know, please tell me which one this is a reference to. It's like the Mario 64. I'm a little bit sad that, but as to be expected, they would have to do a little bit of a fun ending, you know. But this is just one of the most wholesome endings that I could have actually possibly expected from Kaz Van Der Poel to actually place it here, you know. I thought that if they could have finished with this, it would be amazing. But just the Oompa Loompas murdering everyone because they did not maybe get paid enough, or because they didn't get minimum wage or actual money, just also perfect for this, especially for Kaz and the Bear Crew this style. And that they just moved the entire house. They even got a new window here. So yeah. And just the granny's kind of simping or just a loving Willy is also a great homage to the ending of the movie, where he just manages to start opening up a little bit to other people, to make friends, and to be part of the family, just like he's just inviting everyone to be part of his family and to just move into the factory. And I knew it. As soon as I saw one of these things like being stopped, as being here, I knew something was going to happen to the house. Animated and storyboard by Barracuda TM Animation. So great job. Produced by Kaz Van Der Poel. Background by... Oh, this is gonna take some stopping and going far to go. Background by, I think is Gail Beku. 3D animation by Dominic Johan. I've seen Dominic before in other videos. Nice. Music and sound design by Robert Young. Voices by Joe Porter, Robert Young, Pepijun Hickspores, Dennis Impink, Lisa Emmerich. Once again, sorry for the pronunciation, guys. Oh, and then now is the patrons. And yeah, I'm really happy that I managed to just get a moment of my day to make this a 5-minute video become a 30-minute video. I apologize for that, but sometimes I cannot contain myself. Especially since this is a movie that I just have such great love for. So yeah, nice. Let's yeah, I think that this is it. I think this is a good thing. You know, I really would wish to one day be able to see Kaz Van Der Poel or the Barracuda brothers, or like Kaz Van Der Poel's crew, top 10 movies from maybe the 2000s animated movies. It would just be cool to maybe see this little in-depth of how much personal baggage they have to put into these animations, because we are already in a generation that is inserting to the market. A lot of us that grew up into the internet just became animators, programmers, YouTubers, streamers, and many more jobs that did not exist 20 years ago. So it would actually be cool to see what are their inspirations to produce these animations, and what baggage, you know, of their childhood they take with them to just put so much love and insight into these things. It'd be great to be able to see that. But guys, thanks so much for coming. Guys, if you're watching this, I wish you and your crew all the chocolate in the world, because this sure made my day a little bit sweeter, okay? So I'll see you guys next time into the next video reaction, if I manage to fix my streams. And until then, bye! See ya! I also would like to give a big thank you to my patron, TitanMark01. Thank you for choosing to support the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!